Hello everyone, my name is Lance090 and welcome to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. Now, for those who aren't familiar with this is Paradox Interactive's World War II grand strategy game. I've played it once through by myself recently when it came out. So it's been quite some time actually since then. It's about a year, getting close to a year now. But yeah, I played as America and I played as Communist America, and I won the entire game. It took a long time though, because none of the AI wanted to give up. And I ended up having, there's actually two world wars really. There was the First World War in my game. I ended up having to fight the UK first before I fought Germany. So the first one was me and Germany split up, divvied out what the UK owned. And then the Second World War was me and basically just Spain. I was on allies with Russia, but they were crushed like in seconds. And weirdly, Spain ended up being my biggest ally. It was very, very strange. I think that was with default national focuses. But we're gonna start a new game here, and I already decided I want to play the Soviet Union this time since they failed so miserably being controlled by AI. No mods are on except for two small visual ones. One you can see here. If that triggers you, so be it, but that's the actual flag for Germany, and I want the real flag. I'm not triggered by that kind of thing. So we're gonna play Le Stalin. I'm gonna leave it on Iron Man mode. I think last time I had it on historically AI focus is on, so I'm gonna turn it off this time. Just to kind of make things a little bit more random and perhaps more interesting. So we will jump in. This save is I just popped in the game just to see what kind of things might have changed in updates and stuff. There wasn't too many changes actually though, so we're good. Here it is, our world in 1936. Things are about to go down. Alright, so I'm gonna start by just answering these tags up at the top. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert at this game, so I'm not really going to do this in a tutorial type fashion like I normally do. Just kind of explain the things I'm doing. So at the start of the game, we kind of want to focus on production and technology. So we're going to get these basic machine tools going. Electronic mechanical engineering, which is research speed. And then we'll start with this research for weapons and equipment, because this gives our infantries a 5% bonus basically. So let's get that going to start with. I should probably turn the sound down a little bit. Actually, you guys aren't hearing the full sound, because I edited the volume in my recording software. But I think that only reduces it for you. It does not reduce it for me. I'm gonna pull the slider back up to full for you guys and tone it down just a little bit more, just because it's really hard to tell how loud it actually is for you guys. It's the one thing that's always been slowing me down with YouTube, is I can never figure out what's the best way to handle sound. Okay, so our civilian factories we're going to use to make more civilian factories. That's how everyone really starts their beginning of the game. It just makes more sense to handle it this way. By building more civilian factories, and then you can build more military factories better later on. It's a long-term versus short-term kind of thing. But we definitely want to start with long-term plans here. Free military factories I'm going to leave alone for now, because we're going to be changing some things. National focus. This is what I don't really know what to do. Oh, these are new. Continuous focus means actives until you change your focuses again. Okay. Those are really good though. Huh. These two aren't really so good. These ones are really good, but there's 10 more too. It is good that they added that though, because the problem I did run into when I was playing as the US is I researched everything on my tree. There was nothing else that was either useful or researched all of it. So we have some things that we have to consider here as Russia. For one thing, we have some pretty good researches over here. Finish the 5-year plan, gives us some more factories, and puts us to get even more factories, gets us more research slots, infrastructure. I like all this stuff. This is all stuff I want. This is maybe not quite as important. Does it add more factories overall or less? No, it purely moves them, so I don't think that's really worth our effort. So this side, not so much. I like all of this though. Stalin constitutions, political power. Political power. Everyone has a political power tree to really go down. Political power is how you get things done with other nations. And it's getting some overarching power things done. Good stuff over here, not like super good stuff. There's a research thing here. This would probably be a good one to go down. These I don't care quite so much about. And then we have some more infrastructure ones here. And these ones kind of let us pick who we're gonna fight. Do we want to fight Japan, or do we want to fight... Do we want to be friends with Japan? We can try to get France on our side with this one, I think. If you can pop this early, like, you actually can, like, make France communist. I did that with America. I was making a bunch of South American countries communist by kind of rushing down the tree that would give them communism influence over time. This kind of lets us pick if we want to fight the Germans and Japan, or if we want to fight against like Poland and stuff and gather them up. Then over here, this is the one that I'm a little bit less sure about what I want to do here. Because we have this great purge we can do. So right now we have this debuff on our nation. Trotskyite plot that reduces our national unity by 20. And there's a chance that we might lose like maybe the negative penalty here for construction speed. So we have this kind of hampering us down on national unity, which can be used for other things. But we'll get into that later. The decision we have to make is if while we do this great purge, we get all sorts of negative penalties. It also takes a very long time to do, and it takes a very long time for the stuff to pop off, or the negative penalties to disappear. But if you do it, you can do some of these other researches that are pretty good, especially way down here. These are like extremely good technologies. So it's like, do you do this or do you not? It's a tough call. And I don't know if not doing it increases the chance of there being a civil war, or if doing it can cause the civil war. It's very tricky, and I don't know which is like the best way to go about things. I'm gonna go with my gut here. My gut might be wrong. I would like to get more factories, so I'm gonna finish the 5-year plan first. I think that's the most important thing, is to get our industry up and going as soon as possible. I could be wrong, could be right, it's whatever. So we don't have to manage our economy too much in this game compared to some of the other Hearts of Iron games. Or not Hearts of Iron, but Paradox Interactive games. We're mostly just focused on the military aspect of this game. So we don't have to really micromanage this. We'll kind of get offers of people wanting to buy stuff if they want to. One thing we don't have is rubber. But everything else we have a big surplus of, because we are Russia and we are huge. I can even click this. I don't know if I can... Where's Malaysia? I don't know if there's a particular person we'd like to trade with. That would be unlikely to become our enemies soon. Are you allied with the Netherlands? I'm not sure. I'm not going to mess with it right now because I'm going to change our troops, which is going to change what our exact needs are. I think that's what we have to go over next. I haven't played in a while, so there's a lot of stuff I'm looking at here. Okay, so... first let's go to our recruit and deploy. I'm going to change this unit. Change the icon to the star so I know which one it is. And I will call it infantry. A very boring name, I know, but I need to know what is what in the butt. So basically the gist of this is the game is very stupid with how it builds its armies at the start of the game. Cost war. Edit these divisions to make them custom, we have to have army experience. We don't have any right now, so I can't really mess with that yet. But what I am going to do is I'm going to change everyone who isn't infantry into infantry. Unless they are... unless they're mobile units like tanks and... well, mobile infantry. Motorized infantry. So what these will do is, for these divisions, these are kind of like weaker divisions that are kind of for home defense. It'll, when I change them, it's going to make us use more manpower and infantry and towed artillery for them, but we're going to gain support equipment because something in their division is making them use more support equipment. So there's kind of a trade-off with these guys. But we have they have tons of manpower as Russia, so I'm not going to be so worried about that. Cavalry are not very good. But yeah, this is going to make us need a lot more guns. And a lot more manpower. That's fine. I'm not going to mess with the motorized divisions, though. Not yet. I will later, once I have military strength. Mountain divisions, I think we actually get some stuff back. All we need is more artillery, but we gain manpower and support equipment and infantry equipment. So, yes, there's lots of mountains up here. Yes, they probably would be a good idea to keep them. But no. But no. They're better in some situations and worse in others. I'd rather just be able to just know that I have a unified kind of unit. That's always the same, no matter where they're at. And we will use cavalry later for suppression of rebels. But we don't have that problem right now, so we're not going to keep them. Keep our motorized divisions around. I'm sure they're running around with very, very shitty tanks. But we'll fix that. Probably going to have a huge surplus of support equipment for a while here. But it will change, again, once I have... Jeez, I don't know if I accidentally changed something I wasn't supposed to change, but it's too late now. I have the game in Iron Man mode, so we're not going to be able to save scum at all. Which is fine. Like I said, it was actually surprisingly easy my last game. It was annoying because Russia got plowed over like it was made of paper mache, and it didn't do anything at all, ever. United Kingdom also pretty much got plowed over. Everyone got plowed over by Germany and Italy. Me and Spain had to do all the work. I don't think Japan did anything. But it's still, they were the last people standing, because it was hard to get to them because they're on the island. I had to nuke them like 4 times before they gave up. I also nuked Germany a bunch too, just to speed things up. But nuke's surprisingly ineffective in this game. I hope I'm not changing tanks. That'd be really bad if I did. I'm trying to not do that, but I'm worried that I might have done it a couple times here. I'm just looking, it's like, are they not a star? Alright, change them to a star. We're not at war with anyone right now, so... And the game's paused, by the way, if you didn't realize that. But the game's paused, so I can do this without feeling scared. No one's gonna go to war just yet. Yes, there's better ways I can do this. There's I can do it here, and I can change everyone in the brigade, but or in my selection, but that'll change everyone, including the tanks. I don't know if there's a particular way that I can like separate them cleanly. We can try here. Let's see. If I do this, I tell you to like separate a certain amount of certain troops. No. Can I delete this army? I don't really want this army. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, never mind. Can't really do that. Some of the interfaces have changed, so maybe I could. You may be wondering, like, why aren't I changing more of these to like tanks and stuff? Well, we don't have any tanks. Don't have any support of any kind here. So let's make an infantry for now. We will get to tanks. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Sorry, this is gonna take quite some time. There's probably a better way. I know the naval units actually change better. I feel like I might have just changed the motorized division there. I could be wrong, but considering everyone in this selection here is now not tanks, I'm a little bit worried that maybe perhaps I did do that. Okay. At least every mountain division I change will give me more manpower. This one I was a little bit more paying attention to what I was doing. I don't think there was any motorized or anything in there. I do see a tank in this one though, so let's be careful. They're losing their experience too, which is unfortunate. Perhaps this is a bad idea now. Perhaps the game has changed in such a way that this is no longer as good as it used to be. Alright, so what am I gonna do? Well, select these guys, create an army. I'm gonna call this Japan. Well, the army's not named Japan, it's just this force over here is called Japan. There's a way to edit their icon, but I don't remember. So... Does it have to have a leader, perhaps, to change the icon? combat log. Ah, it's over here. Okay. There's new symbols here. There don't used to be as many symbols. Yeah. Just stick with whatever. It's fine for now. Just later, I'll want to kind of designate what's what in the butt. This we'll call. Yeah, I guess we can call it Sin King or something. Let's want to drag you to a new theater. Call you Middle Asia. Do want you to at least have a different color than the other one, though. Alright, that's just a little bit more complicated over here, huh? You will be Middle East. I don't know if I should call it Middle East because then I'll confuse it with Middle Asia there, so we'll call it the Mid East. Make it a little bit more sensical. These guys. Okay, those 32 is my ships over there. I just want these guys here to do this. I guess so. These guys. I'll call you Finland. I'll give all these guys orders here in a bit. I should start giving them orders now. Alright, you. Front line. And you're actually gonna flood into Mongolia a little bit. Let's see, drag the mouse, click and drag on the borders of other countries. That's not what I wanted to do. We'll let Mongolia defend themselves here. You guys just do that, because I don't want you to be too thinned out, you know? And then your offensive line. Oops. Up to this river and up against this river. Okay. Okay, they have their orders, Middle East. Like, I don't know who I want to attack over here, but just for now, front line. That's Mongolia there. Maybe I prefer to like frontline Afghanistan or something. Just so I don't have to draw out a different front line with all this. There we go. Line here, let Mongolia defend themselves. offensive line against this river. Okay, you have your orders. Mid-East. I don't know if they're gonna want to fight Turkey or Iran. Probably Iran. Iran is staying here. Offensive line. Just want to do this because if you give them orders, both defensive and offensive, they make plans to do it basically. And the longer they have to plan it, the more effective they'll be once they actually have to do it. If they have to do it. But you don't even have to do it, then it's fine. Finland, obviously is going to be Finland here. I should be able to just click their border and be good. Did I get all these units? Oh, these guys should be part of this. Hit this button to toggle the mode or hold control, then select one of the highlighted fronts to assign the selected. Problem was I added troops to my army there, and that can they have to get, you assign troops, you have to add them into the orders separately, which is kind of annoying. This is the way of the road. You guys aren't too fond of this push, huh? Yeah, let's try something a little bit less aggressive here. Yeah, you still don't like it, but have to live with it. That. Alright, then we have Poland. It's going to be eventually the German border, basically. Sorry, Poland. Even though this is currently going to be Poland, I'm going to set it to be Germany. Because you know what happens over here. Alright, that's our troops assigned. Our ships. Ships are a little bit harder to assign to things. Unless they've improved how it works. You can see I have like... I don't even know. Just the Navy mode. See, it still shows our ground troops, which is kind of annoying. So we have a submarine fleet here. We will have them patrol over here. There's not much to watch right now, so they don't have to do very much. We're not going to focus on our Navy all that much. Just give them a basic order just to make sure they get the job done. This one will patrol the Baltic Sea. The actual main fleet, which isn't much of a fleet, but it's whatever. And then here, same deal. Both be set to patrol for now. We will change their orders once they're, these guys can actually go a little bit further, but there's only 4 subs over here, so... maybe they can't. And these guys will just patrolling here for now. Alright, almost ready to unpause. Is there anything else I need to check? Oh yeah, our airplanes. Alright, let's take care of the airplanes then. Alright, no really any. Let's see, is there a better way to do this? I feel like they did better ways to do this, but this will be fine for now. What we're doing is we're taking apart all the air wings that are available right now. And we're not like losing the planes, they're just going into reserves. And then we can redeploy them wherever we might want them. Which is currently a lot more efficient than whatever we have planned for the future. Even though we're at 30 minutes, I am going to keep going here until I finish everything we need to do before I can get the game running. Okay. So, I'm not going to use strategic bombers. I'm sorry if you like strategic bombers, I'm not using them. I want my destroyers to go to Leningrad. I want these, maybe I want to send them to Sevastopol. I'm not sure. Yeah, send some to Sevastopol. Where is it? Crimea? Is that what it means? There's a bunch of different ports here, though. I think I can just click this, actually. Okay, it's Crimea. Wait, why is there 2 different... There's 2 different Crimeas. I'm guessing it's the port level 10 one. And then the last one will also go to Leningrad. And that's where the boats will go. Fighters are important. Motorized trucks are important. You can see now our needs are basically why I did all that changing of the troops around, is now our needs are different than they were when we started. Not that we can really notice that much, because not really a change here. But now we need lots of infantry equipment. We don't need as much support equipment as we did, but we will need more in the future. Artillery. I don't know if I want to put much into tanks right now. Might just round them up like that a little bit. Less motorized. More tanks. And then with our extra things, I guess we'll make destroyers come out faster. Available planes and reserves. I think we're pretty set up now. It says no troops in training right now, but we don't have any supply. Let's see, I don't know how to check it. Logistics. Yeah, we're short on everything but support equipment and convoys right now, so... And planes are just kind of holding steady. So I'm not really going to train any more armies, because everyone has to resupply anyway. But we're out of time for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and have a good day.